Guys, it's official. We are on the Colorado BDR starting in Steamboat Springs, so heading south, hoping to do sections 5 and 4 and probably some of 3 before I need to meet up with the family. I'm looking around. This is the first time I'm using really Gaia. Normally I use Garmin Explorer, and I'm finding that the Gaia app is a little slow catching up. Literally just leaving Steamboat Springs, got some cash for campgrounds or whatever I might need, filled up with gas on the DRZ. I'm using a stock tank, but then I've got 4 750 milliliter bottles, so I think that will get me where I need to go, and I'm not going to be passing up any gas stations for sure. I'm running the stock carb, stock exhaust pipe, but it does have the 3x3 mod, and I've jetted it using the JD Jet Kit for this altitude, and it seems to be running well. It's a little down on power compared to home, but it feels very good. I can tell I've got the weight of the bags on the back, and honestly I pack pretty light, but I do have a tent, a real small chair, just that type of stuff, and just a few clothes and enough tools to do work I might need to do, change a flat tire, that type of thing. But I can tell that the weight is there. It just blows me away how beautiful it is out here. It blows me away. Some big old birds of some sort, cranes or something, I don't know. In the evenings it's supposed to be getting down to like 40s, which is pretty cold for me. I'm always cold. So I don't have warm gloves. I just got my regular riding gloves, but I did put the Oxford heated grips on this. And I've got them at, honestly, I've got them at 40% right now just to see how they feel, and they feel nice. What I love about regular riding gloves is that you can actually feel the controls. I've got some heated winter type gloves and they work, but I hate how it makes the controls feel. I just hate it. Man, I never thought I'd be able to do this. Look, this is our first jaunt into dirt. I feel so lucky being able to do this. Jesus Christ. I've been on some of the Kentucky Adventure Tour with this bike, but this is probably more of what I enjoy. So I'm just so excited. You'll be hearing that a lot. I'd love to share this experience. I hope I'll be able to come back, maybe with my dad, maybe with buddies, and we'll be able to do this with them. I've got a Smoky Mountain 500 trip planned with my dad later this year. He's 70, he'll be 74 this year, so he'll be 73 on the trip, almost 74. So we got to do these trips. We got to get them done. God, I'm so excited. This is amazing. This is absolutely beautiful. I'll see you in a little bit when I calm down. Super excited. I know the GoPro doesn't get altitude at all, or any slopes, but this is so amazing. The river down there is rushing, and it's just got people that are just fly fishing down there. And then you got rock cliffs up here to my right, and this beautifully groomed road. I know I'm only 16 miles in from Steamboat Springs, from the center, but the DRZ is the right bike. The power would be great, but it's not like I'm using it. You're not ripping it out here. And quite honestly, like you saw on video, the hikers that are just in the middle of the road, when they can hear a bike coming, you know, can't hear a walker or a runner coming at me in the middle of the road. Oh my God, this is amazing. I'm losing track. But anyways, you come along, cars that are coming the other way, and it is Monday, so it's not supposed to be as busy typically on these types of trails. And I know it's busier right now because I'm still just outside of Steamboat Springs. But this is just breathtakingly beautiful. Look at that cabin. I know it doesn't really show up, but it just blows me away. It's just normal for people that live out here. This is just a day, right? Oh man, they're so lucky. I live in the wrong state, for sure. Look at it. Jeez. It's just beautiful. It's absolutely beautiful. I am on full knobbies, if anybody's wondering. I'm running Dunlop 606 rear and the MT21 front. The front's probably got maybe 1,000 miles left in it. It's getting pretty worn. I need to flip it. When I get back home, I'm gonna flip it. Actually, when I get back home, I wanna flip that, and I wanna buy the Race Tech suspension for the DRZ and get the right suspension for my body weight. I'm not far off of what it's already set at, but everything I've read, everybody's like, oh yeah, it's a must. Beautiful. I'll see you in a little bit. I thought I saw a big deer along the side. I may still have it, may have just went and hid real quick. I don't know if this is oil that they spray down on the roads, but it's almost like it's pavement underneath. It reminds me of like how they chip seal roads in Indiana in the country. The tar bubbles up and they pour little chip rock on it and spray it with tar, and it's super nasty. It almost reminds me of that, but I can't tell if this road is dirt as a base or not. Super weird. Super pretty though. I'm at 7,800 feet right now and I'm jetted for 4,000 to 8,000 feet. The bike seems to be running just absolutely great. Little chipmunks absolutely everywhere. Stop and get a drink real quick and just kind of take it in. And these are just aspens. I've never, I mean, we came through some aspens on the way out, but I've never actually like been like in an aspen forest like this. I mean, it's not aspen forest, but you know what I'm saying, aspen trees. Imagine how beautiful this is when they're turning yellow at 8,200 feet roughly, and I am feeling it. It's not so bad. I'm trying to make sure I drink plenty of water. 34 miles from Steamboat Springs, and it's a lot of this gravel road, and I've really enjoyed it. It's just amazing. This is the Route National Forest, R-O-U-T-T, however you say that. Oh man, look at this. Look at this little chipmunk. That's what I'm saying, they're everywhere. In fact, I saw a vole or shrew or something run across the road too. But those chipmunks are everywhere. Everything out here must survive on eating them. Look at this. This is amazing. Ridiculous. What is this? There's another chipmunk. Must be climbing. We are 8,600 feet. How beautiful that is. I'm just gonna apologize for how many times I'm gonna say, look at how beautiful this is. A lot of these little rumple strips. Look at this. I want to get a picture. First water crossing. Well, that was deep. We're just onto a new type of substrate. This is just dirt, but we just turned off the gravel. There's going to be hikers and stuff on this, I think. A little over 9,000 feet, and there's a lot of switchbacks in here. That looks awful in every way. This is just incredible. I feel like this is something I'm going to want to come back and do every year. Oh man, you can just smell the pines. Oh, they smell amazing. We're still over 9,000 feet. The DRZ has just been fantastic. Really, really fantastic. The only way I could see wanting a bigger bike is if you had more stuff you had to carry, or if you were closing the gaps between trails on the road and you needed to run 80 miles an hour, which honestly in Colorado you just about need to. It's kind of sandy. I love how just far away from everything you are back here. If you just stop and just listen, all you hear is wind. That's it. Just passed through some private property. It was really pretty, engulfed in an aspen and pine forest like all of this. Oh, there goes a flying critter. And they had a real pretty barn off to the east side. But I can't imagine like coming out here And whether they live there or whether it's their ranch or whatever, like, I think I would stock up on food and I would just come out here and just stay as long as I possibly could. It's just amazing. And I tell you what, I've been back and forth about getting another bike. I've test ridden a T7, my dad's 790R, which is a great bike. I liked it better than the T7. And I want to ride the Transalp and the Suzuki 800DE. And although those bikes are great, I don't know that they'd be better than this out here. And I'm sure that it would still be a blast. I'd have a great time on any of those. But man, I just don't know that I can say it's enough better to justify the price over what I already have. And it kind of bums me out because I wanted to buy one. But quite honestly, like, I don't know why I would. Like, this type of riding right here, I absolutely love. So like, any of those bikes would be great. You know, I like some technical stuff here and there, but I don't want to be like working real hard when I'm doing this. Like, I'm out here to relax and just sightsee. And so, you know, the DRZ, you know, can do quite a bit of off-road. You know, it's kind of like I think of it as like a utility knife as we slide off the road, because it does so many things pretty well. But man, I've really enjoyed it out here. We're gonna have to rip it up this one, aren't we? Let's go. Oh shit. I thought I was gonna lay it down. You can feel that weight of the bag with the tent and the sleeping bag and all that stuff on it back there. I'm real tempted to pick up one of those hammocks, and next time I come out here, do one of the sleeping hammocks just to cut down on weight and that much more compact again. I've never used one, so I don't know if they're great or if they are not. I've got a real compact tent that my wife bought me. It's lightweight. If you have a bike and you have not come out to do the Colorado BDR, do it. Absolutely do it. Get yourself a little Garmin InReach Mini 2 so your loved ones can find you, or if something goes wrong, if you're by yourself, like by myself. So it kind of a necessity so they can see where I'm at and if I get into trouble. But I've got everything, you know, I'm not like going nuts out here. My riding has been probably 40 years slower. I see these trails and I wonder if it's like trails or if it's animal trails or both. I've never been out here in like Colorado. I've been in Colorado a few times and been to the Pikes Peak race and done a bunch of stuff out here, and I've loved every minute of it. But I've never been to like backcountry. I've always looked out of windows if I fly over western states, and I always look down and see these dirt roads, and it calls to me. Like, I want to just go explore, and I feel like I'm a kid again out here on like my BMX bike, just out here exploring. But like, that's how I feel like inside. I just feel like a little kid again, and everything is exciting to see. You know, maybe that'll make sense to you guys. You know, as you get older, like, yeah, you know, I know what's down there. You know, if you're just in the same place where you've always lived, it's like, yeah, I'm not going to see anything new. Like, you know, it's kind of boring. But like out here, like, it feels completely new to me. Like, I literally feel like I'm a little kid just having a blast. I do wish that I had some riding buddies with me just to share the experience. You know, so, you know, later at campground or a hotel or whatever we're doing, you know, we can share and discuss and, you know, enjoy each other's experience. Look at this. Look at this valley. Look at this. Oh my gosh, I love it. It's so pretty. We're going down into that valley now, and it has warmed up on this side of the, I guess that would be a mountain that we just went across, but it definitely feels warmer. Hi. Look at you. I want to pet you both because you're adorable. All right. I guess I'll leave you. So we're at the bottom of that valley that we could see from that mountaintop. And it is so pretty. It just goes right along that creek there. And it's just amazing. This is some type of recreation area. I can't remember the sign. Maybe Radium? I'll have to look. Radium Recreation Area. The people are just floating down the rivers, just looking like they're having a blast. Check out that Unimog. That's bad. It's Radium State Wildlife Area. Sheephorn Unit? What the hell? Sheephorn Road. Interesting. But you can see this creek, it's just beautiful. And what's been really cool, and I didn't know that it would, this is there's been all sorts of primitive camping right off of the trail. So I'm hoping to primitive camp tonight, just wherever. And so I hope that that continues to be the case for the route that I'm on, the sections that I'm doing. I just think that'd be so cool. I've never done that. I just think it'd be a cool experience, and just to experience the dark sky. It's a lot more dry on this side of that mountain, whatever it was. Eagle County, welcome. One of the things I was really debating about is what in the world am I gonna wear? I've got these HWK riding gear off of Amazon that, I tell you what, for the money, I don't think you can beat it. It's pretty good stuff. I do wish I would have brought my summer riding pants. They're more vented and much cooler. And this jacket, I was really debating about wearing like I've got an Alpine Star Bio Armor, whatever it's called, kind of armored suit top jacket, I guess is what you call it. I was gonna wear that with just a motocross jersey over it, but I think in the mornings I'm gonna be happy I'm wearing what I am, and I'm not burning up by any means. I'm pretty comfortable, but just a little warm. I wonder where we're going to next. Still on the section between Steamboat Springs and Gypsum. We're 65 miles outside of Steamboat Springs, and I have just enjoyed every minute of it. Absolutely every minute. It's been just incredible. I'm hoping that red over there on that side comes in color, but it's a beautiful orangish red, some layers in it. Look, it's white down below and red. It's beautiful. To show you this rock, like the backdrop just changes all the time. This doesn't feel like Colorado. This feels like a desert in Arizona. I can't remember how far Steamboat Springs is to Gypsum, but I'm 78 miles in, and I saw Gypsum on the map, so I don't think it's that much longer. I'm hoping to fill up with fuel, grab a bite to eat, and then we're going to continue. Not been difficult at all today. Just enjoying the views. It's just, I can't get over it. Like this river that runs right along. You know, there's people just floating and stuff in rafts and canoes and kayaks, and it really looks great. It looks like it'd be pretty refreshing. I read something that said that the water was like 54 degrees. That seems chilly, but it would be nice to cool down. And it's a little tight switchback on the map. That's where it just turned off. So back on this hard-packed, whatever this is, dirt, gravel, something. So we're gonna pass this guy. Ooh, such an interesting landscape now. Just the dirt is just red. Very dry out here, it feels. On our way to Gypsum. This is the Colorado River. I wanna go down and lay face down in it. I bet it'd feel great. It is warm right now, but mainly because I chose all black riding gear. This is such a cool little valley we're riding in. It's really pretty. rock on both sides. We are 96 miles from where we started this morning, and it's only 1:14 in the afternoon, and looks like we're real close to Gypsum. So that'll be nice when we get there, because we need fuel. I'm kind of wondering how long my fuel will last. I didn't know if jetting it different for up here would change my mileage, or just the terrain. Climbing hills and stuff, I would think, would use up some more gas, but we're also doing a lot of coasting down the backsides. But we've got plenty of gas on us as well. It's just been a beautiful ride today. they got out of the fence. They're letting themselves back in. That's really great. Oh, it's so funny. Look at the rock over there. Just the layers are incredible. It's this. There's a easy route, and I'm not here to take the easy routes. So the only bad thing is that we're at 106 miles in, and I cannot imagine making it through this without having to stop and fill the tank with our extra fuel. I should be running out any minute. But we've got almost a gallon of gas with us. I wonder how this will be since there's an easy alternate route. I don't think I'll have any trouble on the DRZ. I have not passed a single motorcycle on the trail. Actually, I take that back. At the creek crossing, there were 2 Harleys, which looked really out of place, but that tells you how easy some of that stuff is. All that stuff was that easy for sure. I haven't been done anything crazy yet. We'll see what this gets us into. It just feels like you should be able to look up into these rocky areas and see either a mountain lion or a bighorn sheep. You know, with it being so hot right now, I don't think they'd be out. And if I had to guess, I would say it's probably 85 to 90, but it's not like humid. So out here it's like not bad, but there's no shade anywhere. This is a cool section. Let's get some 360 video. This is a desert out here. I assume Colorado has deserts. That's what this is. It's gotta be. It's pretty rutted out. I assume from side-by-sides on this trail. It's nothing crazy. Honestly, it's probably not even that. I think what it is if it rains and you're back here, I think this would be really slippery stuff. And I bet when it rains, it just leaves your mark, and that's what I'm feeling. I'm surprised I haven't seen any snakes, quite honestly. Boy, there's nothing out here. 111 miles for the day. I'm looking forward to getting something to eat, gassing up. Got plenty of water for the night. Got some snacks. And I think I'm just gonna continue, and I'm just gonna find a cool camping spot around nothing, and that's where I'll set up tonight. I'm excited about that, but it's only like, it's 1:47. I think I've been making good time. I don't feel like I've been flying through it by any means. I've been stopping and getting drinks, and I had to change a camera on this battery. Well, not change the camera, but it's a GoPro, so it locked up. But I don't feel like I've been trying to compete a Ironman or something. It's a great trail, just a great trail. The people that put this together did a great job. 112 miles. That's how far we can go before we run out of gas. Now I haven't flipped it to reserve. I'm not going to. I'm just gonna pull some gas. I tell you what, when I do this, these gas things are gonna explode gas out of the top just because of the temperature changes between when I filled it up and altitude and everything. All right, let's get the top ones. We'll just put them both in. Not too bad. You gotta be quick with these. All right, there's one. Keep your eyes out for mountain lions for me. Not bad. All right, let's get rolling. Hey, think they'd come to me? Probably not, right? Should I call them? Say, psh, psh, psh. It's worth a shot, right? It's worth a shot. Let's see. Come on. Come on. Who wants a hug? You? You? All right. Well, I wonder if that answers my question of if there are mountain lions out here. I would think if they're mountain... I mean, there's got to be mountain lions, right? There's got to be mountain lions. I don't know. Let's say there are. Gypsum. And I'm going to run over here to this shell and get gas. And then we're going to find someplace to eat. I had talked to some people on the Colorado BDR Facebook page that were from Indiana, and I know one of them was on a KTM, so I just wanted to stop and see if those were the guys. They are not. Those guys are local Colorado people, but they were talking about between here and Leadville, which is where we're heading. We are now starting section 4. They said we'll get to Hagerman Pass, and they said it's a handful, but they did say that there's plenty of camping spots along the route. So there we go, section 4. And I can't hardly see my GPS. We go straight through here. It is, I think it says 351. So hard to see. 351. And I don't think we'll get to Leadville before we stop. I think we'll have to, Jesus Christ, almost hit a bird. I think we'll just have to stop at one of the campsites. So I'm looking forward to it. I'll hit you up in a minute. All right, so from talking with those guys, again, I don't think we'll make it to Leadville. So we'll stop wherever we stop. This is so pretty. Back into these red rocks. It makes me wonder what it's going to be just around the bend. It always seems to change with every corner, every hill. It already feels a little cooler, I think, with just the sun lower. With it being almost 4 o'clock, I figured this would be the hottest part of the day, so I wasn't really rushing to get done with lunch. I was sitting right in front of an AC unit that was blowing 65 on me. I was warmer than I thought I was out riding, but pretty comfortable now. As long as I'm moving, it's not bad at all. But once I stop, that's when I really notice it. Can you imagine living out here, like that being your cabin? Look at what you have here. Boy, I hope people in Colorado appreciate what they've got. For an outdoor person, this is Mecca. It's incredible. I'm hoping we see a moose from a distance. I'm not scared of bears, but I'd prefer probably not to see a bear. I've seen plenty of black bears in Tennessee and very close. I'm not worried about them. I don't want to mess with them at camp, let's say that. We're at 7,300 feet right now. Beautiful creek, little stream right beside the road. Look at that. Gorgeous. Boy, how cool would it be to set up camp near that, just have that as a backdrop tonight. I did stop and get a lighter. I don't know that I'm gonna have a fire but I figured it'd probably be better to have it, because if it gets real cold, which I'm not expecting, it might be good to have. But I don't have firewood, so I'd have to scrunch up stuff I find laying around. I don't know if that's realistic. Probably not. I'll check in with you in a minute. Cruising through here. Oh man, it's just obviously it's a pine forest, so it just smells amazing. So pretty. Just kind of in the afternoon, so it is, what is it? What does that look like? That didn't save. I changed the time on my stupid clock and it didn't save it. Well, shoot. I don't know what time it is. 4:35 is what time it is. Wonder why that didn't save it. Just passed through Crooked Creek Pass. This is a really nice groomed road. It's pretty, I don't know, I'm pretty comfortable doing like 40 on it. And it's, look at all these aspens, like, so pretty. Right now we're 30 miles south of Gypsum and we're heading towards Leadville. I don't think we'll get to Leadville, honestly, this evening. I'm just kind of keeping my eye out. I don't want to stop quite yet. I'm kind of worried about missing all the camp spots or getting too close to town, something like that. Very little traffic I've just passed 2 adventure bikes on the trail. I think one was a Husky and one was a Covey Rally, which is kind of cool. I didn't stop and chat with them. It was while my, I don't know, my battery I think was acting up. Tight little switchbacks in here. But it's just beautiful coverage and it's so nice to be in the shade right now. Like kind of sweaty, but it's definitely cooled down. I think it's just the type of material that this coat is made out of. Almost like the nylon. Look at that valley. There's some type of animal. Let's go look what it was. I was just thinking, I was like, man, you could set up right here and probably just watch this valley floor and see animals. It was right over there where the opening is. But look at that. Look at all the trails just down through there. You can just see. It's just an animal highway. I think it heard me and dodged in. It looked to me like it was a deer. Really pretty flowers. Lots of, I guess these are mosquitoes. I didn't think it would be that bad. Like my wife mentioned, oh, you might want to grab some bug spray. And I was like, well, it might be too cold for them. It is not too cold for mosquitoes. There's deer tracks in the dirt. All right, well, I promise you, there's a deer in that brush over there. But that is a super pretty area. I don't know if it'll come out on the GoPro, but it's just marshy. This is that same valley where the deer just was up that way. I just wanted to stop and kind of take it in. Scan for critters. Right now the only thing I'm seeing is bugs. It's amazing. All right, let's keep rolling. Those mountains that we've been descending forever is what it felt like. And it looks like we've got a pavement run for a little bit. I don't know how long. I didn't zoom in or anything or zoom out. Still just trying to kind of keep my eye out for an ideal camping spot. I was really hoping to get something that wasn't tree covered. We'll just continue on. I need to stop and see exactly where we are. There's a beautiful river right there. I can't believe how there's just nobody out here. Just nobody. We are 42 miles south of Gypsum and still heading south towards Leadville. Let's see what we find next. Set up camp for tonight and just have an awesome spot right alongside the river. I was told that a bull moose went running through here before charging through, but I just really wanted to be on the river, so it's beautiful. Perfect time to end the evening, honestly.